Hoses. No puddles on the ground. Look for dripping fluids on the underside of engine and transmission. Expect hoses for condition and leaks. Oil level. Indicate dipstick located. Safe operating range above refill mark. Coolant level. Expect reservoir sight glass. If not hot, remove radiator cap and check for visible coolant level. Power steering fluid. Indicate dipstick. Make sure it's at an adequate power steering fluid level above refill mark. Engine compartments. Power steering belt. Power steering gear, water pump gear, air compressor gear are operating properly, not damaged or leaking, and mounted securely. Alternator belt has a snugness up to 3/4 inch at the center of belt with no cracks or frays. It's operating properly, not damaged, and mounted securely. Power steering box and hoses. Securely mounted, not leaking. No missing nuts, bolts, or cotter keys. No fluid leaks or damage to the power steering hoses or couplings. Power steering linkage. Arm links and rods are not worn or cracked. Joints and sockets are not worn or loose. No missing nuts, bolts, or cotter keys. Leaf springs, not missing, shifted, cracked, or broken. Torque arms, not damaged and are mountedly secure. Air ride suspension, no damage or leaks. Spring hangers, not cracked, broken, secured to the vehicle frame. Bushings, not missing or damaged and secured to the vehicle's frame. U-bolts, not broken, loose, or missing and secured to the vehicle's frame and axle. Shock absorbers are secure with no leaks and mounted to the vehicle's frame. Slack adjusters, not broken, loose, or missing parts. Push rods should move no more than 1 inch with brakes released when pulled by hand. Brake chambers, not leaking, cracked, or dented and mounted securely. Brake hoses, lines, and couplings, not cracked, worn, or leaking. Drum brake, no cracks, dents, holes, loose, or missing bolts. No contaminants such as debris, oil, or grease. Brake lining should not be worn dangerously thin. Rims, no damage or bent rims. No welding repairs. Tire depth is a minimum of 4 3/32 inch on steering axle tires, 2 32 on all other tires. Tires evenly worn. No cuts or damage to the tread or the sidewalls. Valve caps and stems are not missing, broken, or damaged. Tire inflation is 90 through 100 psi using a tire gauge. Hub oil seals and axle seals are not leaking. Oil level is adequate. Lug nuts are present, free of cracks, distortion, show no signs of looseness, such as rust trails or shiny threads. Bolt holes are not cracked or distorted. Spacers or bud spacing. Spacers are not bent, damaged, or rusted through. evenly centered, tires are evenly separated. Splash guards and mud flaps are not damaged and mounted securely. Wipers, arm and blades are secure, not damaged, and operating smoothly. Doors are not damaged and open and closed properly. Hinges are secured with seals attached. Mirrors are clean and adjusted properly. Mirror brackets are not damaged, mounted securely with no loose fittings. Fuel tank caps are secure and tight, and there are no leaks from the tanks or airlines or fuel lines. Drive shaft is not bent or cracked. Coupling should be secure and free of foreign objects. Exhaust system has no damage, no signs of leaks such as rust or carbon soot. Connected tightly and mounted securely. The frame has no cracks, broken welds, holes, or other damage to the longitudinal frame or cross member. Air electrical lines. Air lines, no air leaks. Electrical lines are not cut, shaped, spliced, or worn. Steel braid is not showing through. And not tangled, pinch, or dragging against any tractor parts. Catwalk and steps are solid, clear of objects, and securely mounted to the frame. Mounting bolts, no loose or missing mounting brackets, clamps, bolts, or nuts. Clearance lights. Red on the rear, amber elsewhere. Headlights, high and low beams, tail lights, backing lights, turn signals, four-way flasher, brake lights. Red reflectors on the rear and amber reflectors elsewhere. Reflector tape condition is clean and functional. Locking jaws are fully closed around the kingpin. Fifth wheel, properly lubricated, securely mounted. All bolts and pins are secure and not missing. Platform, no cracks or breaks. Release arm is in engaged position. Safety latch is in place. Kingpin, apron and gap. Kingpin is not bent. The apron is not bent or cracked, and there's no gaps. Air electrical lines, air connectors, and rubber seals are in good condition. Glad hands are locked in place, free of damage or air leaks. Electrical plug is firmly seated and locked in place. Header board has no cracks, bulges, or holes. Landing gear is fully raised, no missing parts. Crank handle is secure and support the frame is not damaged. Door ties and lifts are not damaged. Check that doors open and close and latch properly from the outside. The ties, straps, and chains are secured. The frame, there's no cracks, broken welds, holes, or other damage to the frame or cross member, box, and floor.